allow a con artist to get access to the nuclear codes of the United States of America. It's a big fraud. And it's time to open our eyes, and we will in the days and weeks to come. I'm confident of it. Now, what happens when you attack Donald? He goes on Twitter. You guys want to have a little fun today? All right. All right. Well, last night he actually was pretty calm after I punched him around a little bit. I think he's learning how to spell, I guess somebody said here. But he's flying around on Air Force One and tweeting. So here's the one tweet he put out. He put out a picture of me having makeup put on me at the debate, which is amazing to me that a guy with the worst spray tan in America is attacking me for putting on makeup. Donald Trump likes to sue people. He should sue whoever did that to his face with that. All right? So, let's move on, because this is an important election. Why am I so fired up about this? It's not just because I want to save the country from a con man. It's not just because I want to save the party from a con artist, but because this election is so important for our future. What is at stake here is not just who the next president's going to be. What is at stake here is what kind of country is America going to be in the 21st century. And we have a chance to make this country better than it has ever been. But that is not the road we are on right now. That is not the road we are on right now. The last 8 years have placed us on a road that will leave us as the first Americans, who will leave our children worse off than ourselves. And that's the road we're going to stay on if we nominate someone who cannot win. If you nominate a con artist, I promise the media will take him apart. Listen, watch the media coverage of Donald Trump. They're laying off him. There's two reasons why they're laying off him. One, I'm convinced some of these reporters are scared of him, because they're scared of all the Twitter hate that they get when they say something nasty about him. But I think the bigger reason is because they're just licking their chops. They're just waiting for him to be the nominee. The day he is the nominee, which of course is never going to happen, they are going to tear him to shreds. And by the way, the Democrats are being gleeful about it. They know if I'm nominated, we're going to win. They attack me more than anyone else in this race. The Democrats attack me more than anyone in this race because they know that if I'm nominated, we will win. Because we will unite this party and we will grow it. But they're holding back, and they know that if we nominate Donald Trump, they're going to win. And they just can't wait to shred him. And they will. We cannot afford to lose this election. Because if we stay on the road we're on right now, if Bernie Sanders is elected president, we will... Bernie Sanders is a socialist. Now, usually when you call someone a socialist in American politics, they get mad about it. Bernie says it in his commercials. He's a socialist. We don't want to be a socialist country. If you want to live in a socialist country, move to a socialist country. We want to be America. Hillary Clinton is unqualified to be president of the United States. Hillary Clinton is unqualified to be the president of the United States because she took classified information, put it on her email server because she thinks she's above the law. No one is above the law. And Hillary Clinton is disqualified from being commander-in-chief. Because on September 11th of 2012, 4 Americans died in the service of our country in Benghazi, Libya. And she knew that they died because of a terrorist attack. And she told their families it was because of a movie. Anyone who lies to the family of Americans who have lost their lives in the service of our country can never be the commander-in-chief of the United States of America. We cannot lose this election. We cannot lose this election, and if you nominate me, we will not lose this election. Because unlike anyone left in this race, I will unite this party. We don't have to agree on everything. We agree on most everything, and we will come together. And we won't just come together, we will grow this party. We will take our message to people that don't vote for us now. People who live the way I grew up. People living paycheck to paycheck. People struggling with the cost of student loan debt. Like I had student loan debt, over $100,000 of student loan debt. Yeah, don't clap for student loan debt. It's not a good thing. I have never met her, but I paid Sally Mae a lot of money. Someone asked me if I'll be their prom date. When is the prom? I don't know. The last time I went to the prom, I had a really tacky tuxedo on. I don't know if you want. A long time ago. When is the prom? March 12th? I think that's after the primary, but I may come back anyway and do the prom. What do you think, huh? We are going to win this election because we will retake our message to people that don't vote for us. We'll grow it and we'll win. And then we have so much work to do. When you make me president of the United States for the first time in 8 years, you are going to have a president that follows the Constitution of the United States of America. A president that defends your First Amendment right, to live out the teachings of your faith in every aspect of your life. A president that defends your Second Amendment right to protect yourself and your family. And a president who believes that our solutions are not found in a big federal government. They are found in our homes and in our communities, and if it's even found in government, it's at the state level, not in Washington, D.C. For the first time in 8 years, you're going to have a president that follows the Constitution. And that means on my first day in office, in my first moments in office, I will cancel every single one of Barack Obama's unconstitutional executive orders. Every one of them. When you make me president, we are going to have a president that embraces a free economy. Free enterprise works. I know it because my parents were not rich people. My father was a bartender and my mother was a maid. And the reason why they had a job is because free enterprise works. Because someone who had access to money risked that money to open up a hotel and hired them. Free enterprise works because it is the only economic model in the world where you can make poor people richer and you don't have to make rich people poorer. We are going to save free enterprise. We're going to fix our tax code. I have a plan out there to do that. We are going to roll back these crazy regulations that come out of the federal government. We are going to save Social Security and Medicare and balance our budgets. We are going to fully utilize the energy resources that God has blessed America with. And we are going to repeal and replace Obamacare once and for all. When I'm president of the United States, you will have a real commander-in-chief, not like the weak one that we have right now. The world has become a very dangerous place. There is a lunatic in North Korea with nuclear weapons. And some would say a lunatic trying to get a hold of nuclear weapons in America, but that's different. We have a lunatic in North Korea with nuclear weapons. We have the Chinese government taking over the South China Sea, building up their military, stealing our inventions, and making Donald Trump's ties. And hats. Yeah. It's amazing. He's going to bring back jobs from overseas, but he makes all his tacky clothes in China and in Mexico. In Russia, Vladimir Putin is sowing instability in the Middle East and in Europe. You have, in the Middle East, Iran...
Are you listening to Marshall Rubio?